Food is not e-commerce. The biggest thing killing your business is not competitors. You can't actually measure something without changing it. No one is pulling out their phone for £1 anymore. You'll see that almost nobody advertises properly. Food marketing directors are sleeping on AI, right? There is no competition in food businesses. Don't treat your food place as an e-commerce brand. In e-commerce, you just need to run ads, see who's clicking from where, scale the ones that are working, and stop doing the ads that are not working, and you can track it exactly to your money in bank. You can see exactly what's working. Food is not e-commerce. You can't actually track anything. It's impossible. No one's fixed this problem yet. If you fix this problem, that is £1 million problem. People will pay for your software. But right now, here's what you need to actually focus on. Get in front of people multiple times. They need to see you 3 times before they even realize you exist. 7 times before they remember your name. When you stop them and ask them, you know that post you just watched? What was the name of the brand? They won't remember that unless they've seen it multiple times, and then they'll remember, oh yeah, that's Burger & Co. Limited. I'm making this name up. If you're actually Burger & Co., like, just an example. Then you have 10 times before you start to become part of the conversation. That means when the missus or the family or anyone even mentions food, in the mental algorithm, your place is higher and higher, and that comes with awareness, that comes with being in your face, that comes with just helping them remember who you even are. Because the biggest thing killing your business is not competitors, it's not food costs, it's just people don't remember who you are. And as soon as people stop remembering who you are, unfortunately, it doesn't matter how good your food is, you're gone. Like, no one will come. And that's real. You see some of the biggest food places that we remember from back when we used to be in school, where are they now? They're gone. It's just not because they had competitors, it's because they had competitors who advertise better than them. You can't track return on ad spend across the journey. It's not possible. No one's done it yet. So you need to measure the one thing that matters, and that is how cheaply and how cost effectively can you stay in front of your locals every single day. That is CPM, which is cost per milli, which means how much it costs to reach 1,000 people. Milli is like French, I think, for 1,000. So cost per 1,000, not cost per customer or cost per acquisition or cost to acquire a customer is CAC. Cost per acquisition is CPA. Just local CPM, not global, local CPM. Stop trying to track return on investment because you're going to be killing your own sales. Every tracking mechanic you add is friction, and it just reduces sales. Like, how do I explain this? Imagine a thermometer. You put the thermometer in the freezer, and it's a big thermometer, and it's really, really cold, right? At the same time, you have this hot, boiling water. Now, if you want to measure how hot that water is, you're going to pull up that thermometer from the freezer, you're going to put it in the hot water. Yes, you're going to get the temperature of the water, but you've reduced the temperature because you used a really cold thermometer. That's actually a real thing in science. There's actually, I can't remember the name of the actual thing, but we did it back in astrophysics days. But you can't actually measure something without changing it. That's what it's like, but now it's about real money. You can, if you have proper tracking in place, that's very expensive, by the way. I know I said it's impossible, but it's still kind of impossible, but you can do it for one mode where if someone doesn't pay cash, you don't do any other type of marketing, you only focus on the one thing, yes, you can probably track it. But then now you're not running other types of marketing. Now you're not investing in your billboards. Now you're not investing in your store. You need to invest in stickers and the overall vibe. And how do you track return on investment on that? That's still marketing, that's brand. Brand comes under marketing. So how are you going to justify doing an upgrade to your in-store, and how are you going to track that? It's just not possible. The only way to track it is not accurately, not attribution, but looking at, okay, we did a shop refit. We used to get this much, and now we have 10% increase, right? So obviously we're in AI advertising. So a lot of clients, what they want to do is they want to do campaigns where they're like, screenshot this post, show it in store, and you get 10% off. 10% off on a £10 meal is £1. No one is pulling out their phone for £1 anymore. even like the homeless people on the street, you give them £1, they'll be like, really? £1's nothing. No one's doing that. Especially if you advertising to guys and there's a young girl on the till, which is basically every single food place nowadays. They just, that's just how it goes. You hire girls for front of house, you see an uptake for some reason. That's just what clients do. It's just the industry. I'm not recommending it. It's just what happens, right? So you get the girls and the guys. The guy is not. If the girl is good looking and the guy fancies her, he's not gonna pull out his phone to be like, hey, £1 off, please. It's not gonna, like, no one does that. But it's like you're adding more steps to the purchase. You're using a freezing thermometer, and the coupon codes, the QR scans, the show this post mechanisms. All of it adds friction to the sale. But they did come in, because the same thing you're trying to get them to do, the show this post, they saw that was awareness. You generated awareness. And if you just double down on just the awareness, like you don't even say, you just say, no QR codes, no coupons, no discounts, just, we have this thing going on, you're invited, just come in. Nothing needed, no discount codes, just come in. You're now creating awareness, reducing friction. That's going to increase your sales. And measure it year on year. Measure it month on month, season on season. Like if you're doing a Ramadan campaign, measure it against the last Ramadan campaign where you didn't do this, or your budget was smaller. There is no competition in food businesses. Like there's no competition. Most directors are stuck in 2010. The bar is literally on the floor. Your competitors are running 15-year-old playbooks. They literally hire social media agencies. They will do leaflets. They do leaflets. They're still paying for leaflets and billboards and bus ads, and still running the same campaigns they ran decades ago. And once you realize that it's not even about your food, it's about how many people know about your food, you'll see that almost nobody advertises properly, except McDonald's. Look at them. Lots of brand awareness. They are everywhere. Like every country you go, you ask them, do you know McDonald's? The answer is almost always yes. That's brand awareness. They didn't get there by saying, hey, scan this QR code, get 10% off, join our loyalty app, and then also email list and do some, jumping jacks and some push-ups, and then you get £1 off when you spend £10. Once you realize there's no competition. Literally, it's the people that went out of business didn't go out of business. Like I said, they didn't go out of business because they had lots of competitors, lots of smash burger places, lots of cafe places. There's millions of cafes. Like if you go to Dubai, cafes everywhere. If you go to London, cafes everywhere. We live off caffeine. It's just if you have competition, but who is more known? And the best way to control who's known is AI advertising. Your job, if you're a marketing director, is simpler than you think. All you've got to do is make sure everyone in the local radius knows about your location every single day, as many times a day as possible, for the lowest cost as possible, so you can do it again and again and not really feel it. Everything else is a distraction. Don't care about vanity metrics. We don't care about follower counts. I mean, we kind of do, but that's secondary. We don't care about viral content. If your content goes viral and you get happy, think about it. If you got 1 million views, how many of them are actually close to you and they're actually going to come in? And even in the best case scenario, you manage to go viral and you got lots of local customers. Can you do that again? Can you do that every week? Can you promise that to your franchisees? Can you say to them, look them in the eye and say, hey, we can do this again and again, so if you buy a franchise, we'll go viral for you? You can't. No one can go viral at will. You can figure out some sort of tactic, but over time, it's just going to go downhill. It's just not controllable. Awareness, frequency, low cost. That's it. Nothing beats AI targeted paid ads when it comes to brand awareness at scale. AI ads reach, for £3.78, they reach 1,000 locals. Leaflets cost £70. And let me just break down the numbers for you. Here's what it actually costs, right, to reach 1,000 people in your local area. direct mail, and by the way, this is all generated by AI research. I launched a bunch of agents, and they figured this out for me. This is not my own numbers, because we don't even do any of this. We don't do direct mail, we don't do local influencers or anything like that. We only do AI targeted ads, which is the cheapest, and we just did some honest research. You can actually screenshot this and tell AI, like, can this be true? Go ahead. We have CPMs of £3.78, and we've got lower, but I don't want to promise lower. So direct mail, people do that. One guy even said to me, and I respect this guy a lot, so if you're watching this, by like, I do respect you, but he said something amazing to me. He said, the reason I like direct mail and leaflets over ads is because not everyone has Instagram, but everyone has a letterbox. But then we crunch some numbers and we realize that if it costs you like 400% more to go through a letterbox and actually get like awareness of your brand, you can run 4 times more on people's phones. And yes, everyone has a letterbox, not everyone has a phone, but nearly everyone has a phone, and 80% of the people have Instagram on their phones. Local influencers and content creators. I mean, saying £100 is being really generous. Some of the influencers will now charge you £500-600, right? Local magazines, £80-ish to reach 1,000 people, and you have to. It's 1,000 people, but like there's a minimum order for this. Leaflets, there's a huge minimum order, but at bulk, it's going to be around £70 to print them, design them, get them delivered. If the guy's even delivering them, because there are stories where people just put them in the bin. Local radio or podcast really exist. Again, super expensive. And the thing is, even though these will reach thousands and millions of people, we're talking about local. Local newspaper is actually a good one, which is why it's lower down in the list. And billboards, again, a really good one. Probably only £14 to reach 1,000 people. But if people driving past your thing 40 miles per hour and they see it once, is it really cost effective in the end? AI targeted ads. It's so good. Okay.
Check it out.
Siri has just overheard me and started to research. What I'm trying to say is, with all of these, with most of these, you can't actually tweak them and change them. With AI targeted ads, you see what's working, and you can make 100 more versions of that very quickly, and you're doubling and tripling down on what works. You can't change a leaflet once it's gone through the letterbox, but you can change your AI targeted paid ad through Instagram. So the question isn't whether you can afford AI ads, it is whether you can afford not to use them. Sorry, I didn't read this before I said this. This is too cringy, and I should probably not ever say that ever again. This part, can you afford not to? Like, it's such an old sales thing, and I'm not here to sell you. This has also been done by AI, by the way. Like, I'm such a cyborg. I apologize for that. Take this out of your memory. I never said this line. Alright. If your food is good, you just need to be known. You already have the product. People come back. Your only problem is awareness. If you sell food and it's good and people are coming back, you can print money. The only thing you need is everyone who can buy your food. Not someone in the other country. Not someone in the country where you might want to go and expand to later. Not someone in a country where your inspiration is. Like, a lot of British burger places really inspire to the American burger places. People know you exist over there. Doesn't matter. People who can actually buy your food, they need to know about your food, and that's it. It's that easy. The bottleneck is in your food, it is in your service, it is in your menu. It's not enough people in your area know you exist. And you're going to be shocked. A problem I see is there's this ego with food marketing people. Okay, marketing directors are good. They know. Marketing directors are fine. But it's the owners, the food founders, and the CEOs. They just, for some reason, think that everyone knows about them. They don't. Honestly, they don't. I'm going to give an example. I'm not going to say the name of the place, but I went to meet a GDK, franchise group, right? They have a bunch. They have Domino's and GDK, amazing people. And I went because I'm based in the West Midlands, and they're based south of London, like all the way down there. And I went and I mentioned Birmingham's biggest burger place. That's the name I'm not going to say, because they're also our clients. And Everyone knows about this place. And I said that to them. I said, oh yeah, some of my clients is this one and this one. And two of the clients I mentioned, both of them are doing more than 20 million pounds of revenue in burger sales. Just let that sink in. That's a big number. Imagine you're selling burgers and you do 20 million plus each. That's 40 million pounds together. And this GDK franchisee who also has Domino's has never heard about them. Right? So this thing about just because you have an Instagram account and you make content, or you're also on multiple other social channels, this thing that people know about us, they're just not coming, completely false. You're going to be shocked at how many people close to you just don't know about you, or probably do know about you, forgot about you, or probably just haven't exposed to you enough for them to realize that they need to come in. Food marketing directors are sleeping on AI right now. Like, don't use AI to write your social captions or generate food photos or AI slop content. I mean, social captions is fine. We do that as well, but it's not GPT. Definitely don't use free GPT for it. It's going to sound like slop. It's going to be written like slop. Don't generate real content that's going to go into people's faces. Like, it's nice and fun and easy to do, but your audience is going to smell fake and they're going to judge your food over that. Instead, use it for targeting the right people, which is key. You can have literally someone taking a selfie, eating your burger, but if you use AI to just get in front of people, it's going to be better than actually making AI slop content. There's so much stigma around it right now, so you can use that to your advantage. Like, just while your competitors just realize now, by the way, that, oh my god, we can use GPT and make an image. 84% of people have never used AI in the world yet. Ask your AI. If you think AI is everywhere now, it's not. 84% have never even used it, but majority of the people know when they see some content that this is AI slop. There's a lot of stigma around it, so don't go for that, but use it invisible. The use of AI needs to be so invisible, you're going to win that way. As soon as it becomes visible, now you've lost. With us, for example, all of this presentation was done by AI. The ideas are mine, but the whole execution, everything was done AI. Now when I'm done with this video, my team is fully AI hybrid, so they're going to use AI to do that. Never do you actually get exposed to AI generated content in terms of, there's no images here. I could have just made my background AI, you know, like I could have put like a nice city skyline there. It's very easy to do for us because we live inside AI right now. But just, there's no point. The point is to use it where it matters. Don't worry about the slop.